No, again, there are various reasons why London and other large cities are now dreadful to live in, chief of these relating to immigration. Apart from obvious things such as the undesirable criminal activities of many foreigners, there is a bigger problem, one which is seldom considered. It is the lack of a common moral framework in society, and this is inextricably connected with the large proportion of foreigners and their descendants to be found in the cities and towns of England. Let me explain what I mean. In the Welsh market yard in which I live, nobody ever rides bicycles on the pavement. One might occasionally see a tourist or holidaymaker do so from time to time, but a resident of the town, never. Why is this? Simple. It is because riding on the pavement is both against the law and also very antisocial. Because all the people in this town share a common set of values and disapprove of what is seen as antisocial behaviour, nobody rides their bicycle on the pavement. Here's another thing. For the same reason, I have not seen a single e-scooter in the town, ever. And yet, they're all over the place in London. I wonder if it has occurred to viewers when they see e-scooters being ridden that it is illegal to ride them in public on city streets in Britain. It's illegal on the pavement and also in the road. And yet, even though many people know this, nobody cares. The reason that social disapproval does not operate in English cities in the way that it does in Welsh towns is simple. In a city like London, there are many people from all around the world and all have a different set of values and different ideas about what is acceptable. For some, spitting on the pavement is fine, or indeed even defecating in public. For others, molesting women in the street is okay, or smoking cannabis, cheating a bank, bribing an official, or stabbing somebody who has insulted you. There is no common set of values, and so every individual follows his or her own code based upon the country or society from which they come. This means that few people disapprove strongly of the same kind of things, and so societal disapproval is not a strong force. Everybody does pretty much as they please, which is why we see e-scooters being ridden on pavements or in roads, although both actions are plainly against the law. This is bad because once people can disregard the law openly in that way, it tends to bring the law into disrepute, and people then feel that it's fine to break other laws as well. That is why London is increasingly lawless, because little things like riding bikes and scooters on the pavement and e-scooters being ridden in traffic is accepted, and it means that people then start getting slack about obeying other laws too. In this Welsh town, everybody has the same code, and it is passed on to their children. The school children here are all well behaved and polite in public because their parents teach them this. Walking the streets here is a positive pleasure because everybody behaves according to the same standard. It used to be like this in England too, of course. You see, the disapproval of neighbours and friends can be more powerful than the law in getting people to conduct themselves like human beings rather than savages. Let me give an example of how this process used to work in England as recently as 45 years ago. In the 1950s and 1960s, there was a television personality called Lady Isabel Barnett, who was a mainstay on the programme called What's My Line? She was so well known that it was said if one asked anybody between the age of 7 and 70, they would be sure to recognise the name of Isabel Barnett and know who she was. She was a magistrate too for 20 years, very respected person. In 1980, at the age of 62, Isabel Barnett was caught shoplifting a can of tuna and a carton of cream. She was prosecuted, convicted in court, and 4 days after appearing in court, she killed herself because the shame was simply unbearable that she had been revealed as a thief. At the inquest, the coroner said that she had recently suffered one of the most traumatic experiences any woman could suffer. Imagine that, being caught shoplifting, being described in such terms. These days, shoplifting is hardly regarded as a crime. Nobody would even prosecute for stealing a couple of items like that from the corner shop. This, then, is why English cities are unbearable these days. No common code, and also no real recognition that breaking the law, stealing and so on, is morally wrong. The situation is very different here, for which I am thankful.